Hi, I'm the John Paul and John Paul Mitchell Systems, John Paul DeJoria. And when I first introduced Paul Mitchell Salon Hair Care products, I wanted to make sure that humans had the finest hair care products available through their salon. We were the very first, proudly, at John Paul Mitchell Systems, not to test on animals and tell the world you don't have to test on animals. But I'm here today to tell you a little bit about this great group called Pets America that we've just partnered with. These guys are super cool. They teach the information as well as the skills to take care of your pets properly. For example, CPR. Did you know how to do CPR on your pets? I didn't until I learned it from them. In other words, our pets are part of our family. In fact, they say all the time they're at Pets America. Pets are family too. Why not take care of them and be prepared for them? So to be prepared for any emergency, they have this information that teaches you how to do it. Our pets certainly deserve that. Let's prepare all of ourselves as pet lovers to make sure that if there's an emergency and a problem with our pet, we keep them happy, we keep them very, very healthy. So we're so proud to be partnering up here at John Paul Pet with Pets America. To all of you other pet lovers up there, peace, love, and happiness. Happy pets.
Nationally, Pets America works in partnership with the Veterinary Emergency and Critical Care Society, and in Texas with the Texas Veterinarian Medical Association. Together, we've developed cutting-edge guidelines for pet CPR and for pet first aid. Pets America is also extremely excited to be partnering with John Paul Pets to collectively raise the standard of pet care. Let's talk now about pet CPR. If a pet stops breathing and its heart stops beating, performing CPR is the best chance you have for saving its life. We're going to go through the ABCs of CPR, which are airway, breathing, and circulation and cardiac compressions. When you find a pet that appears to be in distress, first ensure your own safety by assessing the scene around you. Next, check to make sure the pet is truly in trouble. Similar to determining if a human is in trouble, it's recommended that you tap the pet and call its name. If you know it, in this case, it's Wolfgang. Or whistle loudly to see if you can get a response. Keeping the ABCs in mind, first check for any foreign object in the animal's mouth and carefully remove it if possible. Next, you want to look, listen, and feel. So with your cheek against the animal's face, like this, look to see if you can see the chest rising and falling. Next, with your cheek down there below again, listen for escaping air and any signs of respiration. Lastly, feel by putting your hand in front of its mouth or its pet's nose to feel for any signs of breathing. These three, look, listen, and feel, should be performed simultaneously for no longer than 10 seconds to determine if there is breathing or a blocked airway. If the pet is still unresponsive, lay them on their right side on a hard surface. This will give you the best access to the heart for compressions if it's necessary. You want to bring the left elbow back to the chest. The point where the elbow touches the chest is the point over the heart where you want to do the chest compressions. This is also a pulse point. At this point, you want to try and locate the pulse. Now, this is not necessarily the easiest place, especially on a large or obese animal. So another place would be on the wrist. You just come up from the pads, past the dew claw pad, and right back behind there, you can feel a pulse. Now, it also is the same place on the rear wrist area. So in this case, again, you take the paw, you slide past the pads on the paw and the dew claw, and just beyond there, you'll feel the pulse as well. You can also check for a pulse on the femoral artery. Do this by running your fingers down to about the knee and roll your hand around on the inside thigh to locate the femoral artery. Now, if the dog or cat is not breathing and does not have a pulse, now you want to start CPR. As an overview, you're first going to want to give 4 quick breaths. But first, make sure the head is in line with the rest of the body. You can do this by tilting the head back. Also, You place the thumb across the top of the nose and hold the mouth shut. And seal your mouth. You're going to be sealing your mouth around the nose. Now, with a small animal, your mouth is naturally going to seal over the mouth and the nose naturally. Bring your head down to the snout and give 4 breaths, and this will be mouth to snout. Now, to avoid putting your mouth directly on the animal's nose, you can also seal your hand around the nose and blow through your hand like this. As I give these breaths, you'll see Wolfgang's chest rise. Next are the compressions. Now, you want to perform the compressions at a rate of about 100 compressions per minute, which is about the same as for humans. You'll also want to compress the chest area approximately 1 inch for cats and small to medium-sized dog breeds, and 1.5 to 2 inches for large breeds. After every 30 compressions, give 2 breaths. Now, I'm going to once again locate where the heart is, and once I find it, I'm going to lock my fingers and elbows and give 30 compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. And then, after the 30 compressions, you want to give the 2 breaths. So again, in line, head back. Dogs and cats actually also need an abdominal squeeze to recirculate the blood that is pooled in the organs in order to send it back up to the heart. So, add an abdominal squeeze after you give the animal the breaths. To do this, you'll slide your left hand under the abdomen and use your right hand to gently squeeze. Now, if you happen to have 2 rescuers available, you can alternate the compression and the squeeze. 1 person doing the compressions and 1 person doing the squeezes. If the animal remains unresponsive, repeat the entire process. So as a recap, that's 30 compressions to 2 breaths to 1 squeeze. Now, after 2 minutes, or roughly every 6 cycles, you may pause briefly to check for signs of life. Remember, that's look, listen, and feel. But any interruptions to CPR should be kept to a bare minimum. Now, as you would with humans, continue CPR until you're too exhausted to continue. Someone relieves you, or the animal shows signs of life. If after 12 to 15 minutes you're not seeing signs of life, the animal is highly unlikely to revive. But please do remember, when you use your knowledge and try to help, you should never feel guilty if CPR is not effective. You've given it your best effort, and that alone is raising the bar on pet care. Here at Pets America, we wholeheartedly believe that pets are family too. As such, we truly appreciate everything you, rescuers, and our partners do every day to help families and pets. To learn more about Pets America, please visit us at www.petsamerica.org.